Lesson 351. On a whiteboard, please write the 2 ways to spell. Write the 2 ways to spell ow. Write the 2 ways to spell zzz. Write the 4 ways to spell long U. Write the 8 ways to spell long E. Next, I'm going to give you a phrase. You can either erase your whiteboard or just continue on. A hedge clipper. The iciest road. Orange City, Iowa. I hope you remembered capitalization and punctuation. Don't forget that comma to separate the city and the state. Next, Carson City, Nevada. Jasmine's hometown is Naples, Florida. In this lesson, we're going to discuss the EA vowel team. Typically, when EA is together, we hear long E. However, in the English language, that doesn't always work. We have some rule breakers. So sometimes the EA vowel team will say eh. First, let's look at some examples that have the long E, the regular rule. Eat, feast. When we clover label this, we put a V for vowel team under the EA. Now let's look at some that the EA says eh. Bread, feather. Thread, sweater. Red, breath. Death, leather. Spread. When you have a word with the EA, but it doesn't follow the long vowel team rule, we're just going to box it. Let's look at some more words with the EA vowel team where they're breaking the rule and they're saying eh. Please read with me. Head, lead, red, ahead. Now this word could also be lead, and this one could be read. You just have to, when you're reading a story, think about the context and which would sound more correct. Dead, ready, bread, tread, spread, dread, thread, bedspread, dreadful, instead, death, meant, measure, leather, meadow, breath, breakfast, peasant, sweat, health, weapon, pleasant, death, threat, heaven, pleasure, cleanse, wealth, heavy, pleasant. Nice job. That's the end of the lesson. You're going to find your partner and work on practicing the pronunciation of some EA words. With your partner, if there's one that you struggle with, your partner will highlight it and then you'll just keep practicing it. You have 2 sentences for dictation. The first sentence is, the bedspread that Nancy is making will soon be ready to use. Number 2, Bruce wore a leather vest when he hunted pheasants in our meadow. Finish the rest of the workbook pages and then you are done with lesson 351.